Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment and say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, now we can jump in. Okay, so we did have a few jumpers this morning. I feel like it is someone that you're dealing with, or someone that wants to be dealing with you, is kind of the gist that I'm getting. I feel like they may be going through something in the background that you are currently unaware of. I feel like there may be arguments going on about the want for commitment. So this person may want to step towards you for a commitment. And I don't know if there are others that it is causing kind of like havoc in their life. I don't know if there are friends who don't agree with their choice to be with you, or family members who don't agree. But I feel like this person is trying to explain without saying so much. It's like, this is where I want to go because it makes me feel good. I feel good when I'm near this person, or I feel good when I'm around this person. This person inspires me. And it's like, without saying in so many words, that without you, they feel like they're passionless. They feel like they lack direction. They feel like they lack that spark for life. And it's like, with you in their life, they feel all that power, that presence, that I don't know, it's just that want for forward movement to improve oneself. It's like, I don't know why these people can't see that this person, I guess, leads a happier existence when you're close by. It seems like they almost fall into a depression when they can't be close to you, or when they can't kind of be near you. It's like, I hear what the heart wants. The heart wants what the heart wants. And I feel like there are some who oppose this person in their life that don't understand that the reason this person falls into depressions or pulls back their energy is because they're being stopped from going towards their emotional fulfillment. And I don't know how many people there could be up to 5 against this person from wanting to come in your direction. I do feel like there's a lot of jealousy. I feel like there are those on the opposing side who view you as a threat. You may be very beautiful or very handsome. You may have your own ideas and opinions, and you may walk through the world differently. And I feel like that's threatening to these people. You're challenging the way things have always been done, and they don't like this person moving forward and expressing and shining in different ways. It's like, if they haven't taught it to them, it's not supposed to be taught. It's like, what you're doing is you're challenging the mainstream, and they don't like that. It's something underneath of it all. It's like, it's really just a jealousy underneath of it all. And the fact that you inspire this person, and you make this person feel alive like they've never felt before. And that, to these people around, they can see that. And that becomes a challenge then, and you'd become the adversary. So that's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know if we'll have more on this. We could. I guess we'll see what Spirit wants to throw out here. Let's see. What do we have? You might not even know that that's going on behind the scenes, or that's the reason. 5 of Cups. I hear one. It's like wanting to leave something behind, wanting to leave the pain of something behind and go towards those new cups that could be filled. It's like, maybe this person has made, I do feel the tether, because I feel like this person has made some great changes. Maybe they have gotten out of a commitment that previously didn't make them emotionally happy, or they didn't have it's like that their mental health and well-being was suffering in that connection. And maybe a lot of people around them wanted them to stay in that connection because it was comfortable for them in some way, or it benefited them in some way. But the only person it wasn't benefiting is your person. And they were unhappy in the situation. And I don't know if they were being forced to stay out of a certain sense of duty, or being, it's like, I don't know if they were saying, well, that's maturity. If you stay when when the going gets tough, and, even though it's tough, it's not supposed to be easy. But I feel like this person got to a breaking point. I feel like this person was very mentally and emotionally unwell in this situation. And I feel like the people around them and the advice that they were giving wasn't really to kind of help this person. It was like, well, you're an adult now, and this is kind of how it happens sometimes. It's like, yeah, you got the bad end of the stick, but that happens. Just deal with it. And I feel like this person was like, for the rest of my life, just deal with it. That's your advice. And that's kind of how it feels. Yeah, I feel like this person couldn't move forward. They couldn't, I feel like they really were having a hard time mentally. I feel like mentally and emotionally, I feel like they got to a point where they needed health. And I feel like this was like mental health needed a break, or needed to get away from this situation. I feel like it became very toxic, I feel like, for this person. This kind of sounds like the background of it. You may or may not know about this. Yeah, I feel like they actually were told to reject your emotional offer at one point. I feel like you may have actually been offering this person something, and maybe they were coaxed into saying no and taking something that looked more, I don't know, practical on the surface, or looked safer. And I feel like it offered this person nothing, nothing to inspire them, nothing to really propel them forward into happiness. I feel like it really just became, I feel like, mundane. Not only mundane, but there was a toxicity added to it. I don't know if this person used them. Yeah. They were being told to build with someone who maybe utilized them for their finances, or maybe it was one of convenience where they both were making a good amount of money, but there was really, maybe there was a physical connection and not much of a friendship or an emotional bond. I feel like that never developed here. And because of that, there were mental and emotional swords. It's like this person wasn't fulfilled in this situation, and maybe they stayed longer than they should have. In their own mind, I feel like it's longer than they should have, because I feel like they felt like they were damaged in this situation. That's kind of what I'm getting. There may have been many arguments or competitions amongst between family and friends, trying to get these two to stay together, or kind of keep it going. My light is now flashing. I don't know if you guys can see that on screen, but it's acting really funny all of a sudden. It's like, I don't know if things got kind of volatile, and there were maybe, I hear plates and dishes breaking in the background. So I don't know if things got really bad and people got really angry with each other. Maybe it was like family against family. I don't know. It just feels, yeah. I feel like things came to a head, and this person finally found peace. I don't know if their mental health had to suffer so badly before their family let up on them about staying in this toxic connection. That's kind of what it feels like. I don't know if they tried to guilt trip this person, like, your responsibilities here. Maybe there were children involved. Your responsibilities are to be to this person. It's okay if they're mistreating you. It's like, it was almost like trying to dismiss the fact that this person was being mistreated or mishandled. And I don't know if this is a masculine where, a lot of times when a masculine is being dismissed and their feelings and their mental health is suffering in a situation because of a feminine, Now, this is just an example, but I do know that people they tend not to want to focus on that because it seems outside of the norm, that a man would be the one being used or manipulated or hurt in a situation with a feminine. You know what I mean? And I do kind of get that dynamic here. Like they expected this male to be more masculine, or there was just something about that here. Now, that doesn't have to be the case for everyone, but I am seeing that for some, or for someone. I feel like it took a lot to get this person to find their balance again. They might have really needed mental health breaks to get back to some type of a balanced, semi-normal energy. I don't know if people are afraid that you will throw this person off balance in some way, and maybe that's why there's some type of a... I feel like the people around this person are worried about their mental and emotional health, and I feel like they're not certain how it's going to pan out with you, and so maybe that's the reason they're kind of trying to pull this person in another direction, or there could be arguments about it. I feel like this person wants to be the magician in their own life. I feel like they feel stronger now. They feel like they're ready to kind of step in your direction. They really want to make something of this, because I feel like the heart knows what it wants. And that's what I keep hearing so very clearly. It's like their heart knows what direction to go in. And I feel like it's maybe always known, whether or not they were brave enough or ready enough to step towards it in the past was something altogether different, right? We do have the Ace of Wands in reverse. I do feel like they're hesitant. It's like they have all the tools necessary. They're in this magician. They're more balanced than they've been. I don't know if they're hesitant because people are trying to kind of put the bug in their ear, like maybe it's not a good idea. And it could be out of love for this person. It could be out of care for this person that they're saying, I don't know if that looks like such a safe bet for you, bud, or sweetie, I don't know if that's good for you. Do you think that person could be right for you? Like, just kind of making this person second guess themselves. I do feel like some of it is out of love, and I feel like more out of understanding now because of what this person's been through. I feel like maybe in the past they might have tried to wash over it or ignore it, but now that I feel like it was such a prominent experience in this person's life, a struggle with mental or emotional health, that now they're just very cautious and protective over this person who might want to take a leap of faith. And that's kind of what it seems like. But this person is going off in search of what would really make them emotionally happy. And I feel like they know without a shadow of a doubt that that lies with you, collective. So I feel like there may be nervous people around them trying to hold them back. I don't feel like it's out of maliciousness at this point. Maybe in the past there was a type of jealousy kind of going with you, or I hear assumptions. So I don't know if people were assuming that you were some type of way when maybe you were absolutely like completely different. That could have been, a lot of people will project onto someone else. Like if you're shy, you're rude. If you don't speak, you're rude. What's another one? It's like if you turn your head and try not to see someone, it's automatically because you're rude or you're snobby instead of shy and really reserved and nervous about, I don't know. I just feel like there is something along those lines where someone pointed a finger at you, collective, and kind of got you all wrong. I don't know if maybe you were going through something that was mentally and emotionally difficult for you. That could be a reason. Oh, we do have a flipped King of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you weren't standing in your power at that point, or you weren't stable or steady. Maybe you were going through your own emotional battle, trying to find your own emotional fulfillment out there. I do feel like there's something along those lines. I wonder if this gets straightened out. I mean, does it go somewhere? We have that Queen of Wands in reverse, which I feel like is just that lack of passion, that lack of forward movement. There may be somebody on the sidelines on either your side or your person's. I do kind of feel like it's more your person's, but it could go either way. That maybe is a bit manipulative, or and I don't know if they feel like they're being that way for this person's safety or their own good, but I do feel like it is kind of selfish. There's something underneath of it all that's very selfish. I don't know if it's an insecurity. And I feel like this could be a feminine, so it could be a sister, it could be a mother, it could be a friend, it could be a cousin, it could be, I don't know, someone close to this person. I do feel like it's a feminine that maybe puts themselves in competition with you, collective, maybe feels like is a little jealous of the way you look or the way you present yourself or the way you walk through the world. I don't know what it is. It could be something just simple, like you're really gorgeous or you're really handsome, collective, that kind of puts this weird dynamic in play. I don't know if they're just trying to stop the fact from this having a comeback around or a re-upping of this situation. I feel like they're trying to influence your person's judgment call. They're trying to affect their judgment. Maybe trying to get them to see things the way they see them, in a negative light or in a you should be more careful kind of light. It's kind of what I'm getting. But I feel like, I always say it, if something is meant to come together, it doesn't matter who's around, what's going on. If Spirit wants this to come together, it's going to come together. And it doesn't matter how many miles apart or how much emotional distance is there. It's like Spirit will literally throw two people together in the most strange situations to get them to have that start that they want them to have. And that's period, point blank. Like, there's nothing and nobody that can get in between a divine connection when it's meant to come in to the physicality, right? Yeah, I feel like secrets are going to be coming to light. And I don't know if it's your person saying how they feel, or it's you voicing your opinion, or it's this person being seen for the manipulation that they're kind of slinging. Like, I feel like it could be a bunch of different things as well. I do feel like this is going to come to light. I feel like that's why Spirit's kind of bringing it up. It's like, I feel like this new opportunity is still available, right? It's just not been time for it yet. And I feel like when it is, Spirit's going to click that pentacle into the upright, and it's not going to matter who's around or what's going on. Things are going to come to light, and that new opportunity to plant that seed between the two of you is going to happen. Okay. So no worries about who's around or what's being said. I feel like everything with this moon in reverse is going to come to light. I feel like, and then eventually that seed's going to be able to be planted. Yeah, I feel like somebody is going to be heartbroken, but I do kind of feel like it's this Queen of Wands in reverse. It's this one who's kind of causing trouble. And I don't know if this voice shrieks louder than the rest. Like, how dare you? That person's almost got this how dare you energy when they're the one that's in the wrong. And I feel like that's the person that's going to be heartbroken over the situation. It could even be a past partner of your person that's still way too involved in your person's life. There could be children involved. I do kind of get that. Yeah, we've got that devil energy going on there, that toxicity. I feel like that's what's coming to light too. Let's see. Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else about this situation here? I feel like that might be something. Yeah, we have the Queen of Roses, and we kind of have her on her side here. What I'm kind of getting from this is, I feel like you're not nurturing this at this time. And I feel like that almost is propelling this person towards you. I feel like you've nurtured things with this person in the past, or you've tried to, you've made an attempt. And I feel like this person realizes that you're not nurturing it now. And I think they realize that action from them is what's necessary. I feel like this person knows that. I feel like I'm not saying anything that this person doesn't understand. And I do feel like they're hoping that when they come back in, And this could be relatively soon. I feel like for a lot of you, this could be within the month, I want to say. That they're hoping that they get this loving, welcoming, warm, kind, loving person. It's like the person that they know you to be, this really welcoming and forgiving and understanding person. And I feel like that's why there's going to be truth spoken. That's why secrets are going to come to light. I feel like they want to create this warmth and you nurturing this situation again. I feel like they know they could really grow under this type of love and care, under this type of energy. And that's why they're heading back. I feel like they know where they want to be. It's just taking a little extra time. I feel like there are things that need to be taken care of. Now, on the outside, it may look like these are blocks and these are things to make this person stumble and question. And yeah, maybe. That spirit's saying, do you really want this? Because deep down, this person really knows what they want and where they want to go. And it's like, are you willing to climb that mountain to get to where you truly want to be? It is kind of a test for this person. It's like, yes, there are obstacles in the way. Do you still really want this? Every obstacle will test you to say, do you really want this again? Do you really want it? And I feel like by the time this person gets to you, they're going to be through all of these obstacles and they're going to be prepared for anything. It's like nothing is going to be able to block this or tear this down once this comes into fruition. Okay? So that's kind of the reason for it. There's a spiritual reason behind all of these Queen of Wands in reverse, right? So it may look like blocks, it may look like obstacles, it may even deter this person for certain periods of time. But like I said, again, I'm being told to say it, the heart wants what the heart wants. And it's going to go in the direction of fulfilling its dreams, right? And I feel like that's the way it should be. Really gorgeous energy. I feel like this has just been, I feel like this is a divine connection that will come into play when it is time for it to come into play. And, you may think that it's being stopped or blocked or, how to get these people out of the way, but you really don't even need to worry about that. That's part of this person's personal journey. And I'm sure you had to go through your own blocks in the forms of people and things to get to where you want to be, right? So same thing. Okay, it's hard to cut that energetic cord to that. There was such a powerful energy there. And I feel like that person just wants you to know that they are coming. And it's like you may think that they're not coming, but I feel like this person is so worried that you're not going to see it. We have beings of light. All right. Do we want these? No. Okay. So we have beings of light. This is a very spiritual deck that I was drawn to. And it's not one that I normally pick up. And we have let go. I do feel like this could be a new wave of energetic coming through. And I'm hearing something about Archangel Michael as well. You could call upon Archangel Michael to cut your cords, to protect you, sword and shield. So that way, I feel like there are things you need to release that are kind of holding you back from rising even further with your vibration. There could be experiences that you've gone through. And I know sometimes it's hard to figure out. They're like, release, yes, but how do I do that? What is being released exactly? It's like when I know the mechanics of it, I can make it happen. But it's like things seem kind of vague when people say, oh yeah, you just need to go out there and release it. Okay, it's a full moon, release. And you're like, yes, but what does that entail, right? So I feel like what Spirit's trying to say is the recipe to figuring out what it is you need to release, I feel like is what is kind of coming up here. It's like, yes, you've gone through a rough situation. Okay, so we'll start there. The rough situation. We've learned some pretty hard lessons from this rough situation. There is still pain attached to this rough lesson, right? It's like when you look back at this lesson, you're still going to feel some type of pain, even though there is an immense amount of knowledge and wisdom that came with it. It's like we can see it very clearly, but it still hurts. That's the part we need to release. The fact that we still carry the hurt with it. It's like once you pull that hurt up and the reason for the hurt, it's like go back and figure out what the reason is for that hurt. I felt how in that moment. How did I feel? Why did I feel that way? Inject some understanding into why that hurt is still being carried by you. once you figure that out, you can kind of debunk it, right? You can say, well, I've learned this because of it, and I feel better and I've risen because of it. So do I need to carry this hurt with me now that there's understanding here? No, right? So you can keep the wisdom of the situation and understand that it grew you. Yes, it grew you through pain, but you don't need to lug that pain along with you, right? Once you're able to do that, that is what the releasing is. You're releasing the pain that goes along with, that's been carried along with the knowledge and the wisdom that you gained from the situation, okay? Yes, it's a great healing that takes place once you are able to kind of uncover the reason that you're still carrying that hurt, and you release that. It's such a beautiful feeling. It's a lightness that goes along with it, and it becomes very powerful. It becomes part of your making, your growth. It's such an important thing. And I feel like Spirit wants you to get to that. You are the universe. I kind of want to put it that way. What was that? Bring that back. Hold on. It says, yeah, you are the universe and the universe is you. I feel like, okay, so I'm being told to talk about the higher heart. Now, this is something that I do, and I don't know if a lot of people do this or anyone else for that matter. I don't really know. It was something kind of Spirit showed to me, and I kind of utilize it all the time. When I go through my chakras, I have the higher heart chakra, which sits atop my heart chakra, right? Now, I call this the seat of the divine or the seat of the creator, and that sits within me. I invite Spirit to sit within me. So I am the universe, and the universe is me. It's at the helm of this vessel, right? And that's kind of the way I work. I allow Spirit to steer me in whatever direction they need me to go in. I'm here for purpose, right? So I don't know if any of you need to kind of maybe adopt that. There's a freedom that comes with that. It's allowing things to flow. There's a flow and a freedom that comes with this universal energy and allowing it to steer you where they need you to be. And kind of towards who they need you to be. So I'm in a state of allowance is basically why the flow comes to me, and I kind of push out what's necessary, what divine wants me to hand out to the collective, right? So I don't know if maybe you're getting to that point where you could look into a higher heart chakra and allowing Spirit to sit within you. But just to know that you're never really separate from anything. It's like we always think that heaven is so far away. It can actually be within us, right? We are truly connected that deeply to Spirit if we allow it. So that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like nothing is separate from you. No person, no place, no thing that is alive is separate from you. We're all energetically connected in this big, beautiful web, right? So I don't know. Spirit just needs you to kind of see that truth and that you're a really intricate part of this big, beautiful web. And maybe you're coming online. Maybe you're stepping into something more. Visualize your cleaning and your cleansing of your aura and your energy and your chakras. That might be another place to start. If you work individually with your chakras, maybe once a day. So in the evening when you're laying in bed, you start at your crown chakra or you start at your root chakra and you work way up or work your way down. You clear everything out. You connect yourself more fully to the earth and then to the divine through your crown chakra, right? That could be something that you're focused on. You could be working with color rays. The color rays are a really beautiful way to seek out ascension. Actually, it's a really quick way. You can look into it on YouTube. The color rays might help you, the energetics of that. They're little meditations. They're actually really, really great for opening yourself up. For those of you who seek to expand and grow at a faster rate, seeking the color rays will help you do that as well. Let's see, is there anything else? I feel like this is someone who wants to get on the fast track to growing themselves spiritually at a very quick rate. Yeah, expansion, exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like you really want to take on more, or you want to be responsible for more. You want to fully step into your purpose and be on this path in the thick of it. And I feel like Spirit's really saying you can do that. You can jump in full volume anytime you want. I feel like that's never a dangerous thing, to jump into Spirit fully and to trust. And I feel like that's kind of what's coming along with it. You could be feeling very sensitive at this time. I don't know if there's someone else who, okay, so I'm being told to, blue rose energy. I know that's one of the biggest energies. And I kind of got that nickname years ago. I did go by blue rose for a really long time. And I still, utilize it sometimes, but it's the energy of the blue rose. It's that mysticism. It's that opening up. And kind of heard that through my guides. They were calling me a blue rose. So it's like the unfurrowing of these petals and the opening up. It can be a very sensitive thing and a very mystical thing. So sometimes if you're in this, I want to say blue rose energy, you could be kind of walling yourself off from people for quite a while throughout your life, and at different parts of your life, really kind of hermiting because you're extra sensitive, and it's just easier to kind of block your energy off. You might find periods of your life are very not stagnant at all, but very quiet. And that's because you're going through an excessive amount of growth and an overload of sensitivity. So it's like kind of like Spirit's just giving you that cocoon for you to, work with your energy. So that could be for some. Let's see. Remembrance. I feel like this is remembering your divine plan. I feel like a lot of you, I feel like this is for someone who is super, super spiritual, or really highly connected, or you're going to be. I feel like this is remembering who you are. This is remembering yourself at a spiritual level, and maybe knowing why you're here and knowing what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like there are some of you that are going to be coming into the knowledge of exactly what your part of your purpose is. It's like our purpose is many and varied. Yes, I said that yesterday, actually. But I feel like some of you incarnate for grander purpose, and I feel like in service to the divine. I feel like we're all in service on some level, but I feel like your particular service is something you planned out with the divine before you came down here. We have soul craft. I feel like you were made for this specific purpose, or for this specific thing that you're going to do. And it could vary. I'm not even going to start tossing things out there, what it could be. Let your light shine. I feel like so super important. And I feel like that's what you're looking to do. Some of you could be kind of tossed into this extra spiritual energy, and you could be very sensitive at this time. You may be kind of keeping yourself kind of quiet, maybe pulled back a little bit more at this time, or for the next few weeks it could even be. Some of you could just be walking through life that way, where you are just more singular to yourself, and that's okay. That's, it is your choice and the energy that you carry. Some just carry that energy. You may start channeling higher messages. I don't know how many of you have actually spit out light language. I know I did a few times. It is extremely strange. It's like when you're going to channel and sounds come out, and it's like vibration and sound comes out instead of actual words. It's because it came through you so fast at such a rapid pace that you didn't kind of, when you caught the signal, you caught it so pure that you spit out the light language instead of the earth words that we use to kind of get it out. So that may be happening to some of you. If you're curious, you can look up light language. Yeah, that's for who it's for. I feel like there may be somebody out there who's a little confused as to what the heck keeps coming out of their mouth. It could be light language as well. It's just a really higher level of channel, and until you get adjusted to it, then the body will start it'll come down into your crown chakra, right? How it works, comes down into the crown and kind of wraps through the body like this. And then the body, or the vibrational body, starts to understand it. And then you, as the channel, the clear channel, put it into physical words so people around you can get the energy of what you're channeling. Okay. That's the way it kind of works. So those of us who channel messages, that's kind of how it's happening. If you were ever curious as to kind of how it works, that's what it is. Yeah. I feel like nourishing the soul. I'm hearing, try to take time out and swim in the physical world as well as the spiritual world. Sometimes we really have to step out and get a little fresh air and, be humans for a while. And I know that can seem kind of hard or a little harsh, but I feel like Spirit is saying, don't forget to kind of live the physical experience while you're here as well. It's like you may be here for grander purpose, and there may be a lot of spiritual aspects in your physical life, and but try to indulge in the physical things, like just get out, talk to people and experience different things, go to bustling places where you can look around and people watch and experience, right? Don't wall yourself off too much, and do invest in some hobbies as well. Things that really feed your soul, things that make you happy, whether it's drawing, painting, music, whatever it is. Indulge in those things as well. It will nourish your soul. Those interactions with people you love, taking time out to really sit and talk with them, or even just listen. That's also going to nourish your soul. So, try to balance yourself out. I know it's easy to fall into the spiritual stuff and just swim there forever, because there's so much to know and so much to see and so much to feel. Yeah, I feel like you might have someone coming along. When I talk about soul songs, I do talk about that. Every soul has a song, from what I can gather, from what I've been taught. And there are certain souls that, people will call them twin souls, or divine soul counterparts. These soul songs are actually really similar to each other's, and it's kind of vibrationally how they magnetize together. So if you have, say you have a soul partner, and you're on this twin soul journey, or that soul journey, divine soul counterparts, your person's soul song and your soul song sounds so much alike in the divine, but it could only be heard by the divine as far as just the slight differences to differentiate between people. So that's another thing that I've heard. Wow, this one got really super spiritual and kind of crazy, but we're going to leave it. We're going to let it go. I'm going to share it. It is what it is. I don't always love sharing extra things about myself, because it seems like a lot for some people to kind of comprehend. But I feel like there are other people out there who really need to understand these things, or need to know kind of what they're experiencing or what they're going through. So there you have it. A little extra something. Okay, these cards are really cool. I really like these. All right, let's see. We're going to go with these. Again, super big. I have to hold them sideways. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the collective? So that was super spiritual. I'll have to leave a thing on there for that one. Okay, so we have 8th house, endings and new beginnings. I hear every beautiful end has a new begin again. So we could be in that energy. Something about age. I don't know if someone's trying to tell you that at a certain age you need to be this, or you need to be that, or at a certain age you think you can't start over and begin again. You can start over at any age. Age is just a number, but okay. So we have Jupiter and benefits. Jupiter return and benefits. This could be wanting to start over in a career. I am kind of getting that. Or trying to start over in your romantic life. I hear it's never too late, and I feel like Spirit wants to tell you that. Then we have Libra and balance. I feel like it's never too late to balance things out and find your happiness and go in the right direction. Increase. Yeah, increase. Part of fortune, increase. You do have some energy coming in that is conducive to growth and change and endings for old cycles and new cycles beginning. I do feel like you could have monetary income coming in for you. Like I said, it could be a new job. You could have gone back to school, or you could want to go back to school to create more monetary income. I am kind of getting that. We have Virgo and I analyze. I do feel like you've really been thinking this through. I feel like this is not a spur of the moment, just jump into it. I feel like this is a very intelligent person trying to figure out what is going to work best for them. And I feel like if you take this leap of faith in a new direction, I feel like you do have abundance waiting for you, or that energy of abundance waiting for you. I feel like if you put that energy in, you're going to get payback. We have I feel here with Cancer. So let's see. Yeah, reinvention. I do get that energy. You're reinventing yourself. That's what Spirit's trying to say. It's never too late to begin again. Never too late to go after what you want. Never too late to be who you want to be. I just feel like this should be inspiring to anyone out there who's really thinking about making some changes. I feel like now could be the time, or would be a good time for you to jump into this flow. I feel like it's here for you. Yeah, I do feel like there'd be great. Let's see. Let me see just a little bit more. I do feel like, oh, I can't hold it that way. All right, what do we have? I heard something about hesitation. Revolution with the solar eclipse and the Grand Cross, so provoker. I don't know if, wow, okay, a bunch just jumped out and one is stuck to my shirt, so I'm going to take that. Force. I don't know if somebody is being forceful with you, trying to provoke you into changing yourself or changing your life, or I don't know if someone was trying to make you feel small about what you had already achieved, and so you feel like you want to achieve more. Yeah, I feel like it was some type of communication that came through between you and another person, and I don't know if they were meant to do that to get you on this path. It's like they're doing it for divine purpose, even though it's like on the lower end energetic scale, as a way to kind of kick your butt in the right direction. So we have, I think, my soul, life's purpose, and roots, and I know, yeah, I just feel like Spirit is trying to, it's like, I feel like this was available to you, and Spirit is saying maybe they had to kind of give you a kick in the pants to get you in the right place. Like, you might have accomplished quite a bit and you felt pretty comfortable, but Spirit was saying that if you wanted more is available, and it would actually you'd actually do really well, and maybe inspire people from going from point A to point B. You would be an inspiration or a muse to others to see that it can be done. At whatever age you're at, you can start again. I think it's going to make others think. And that might be, yeah, it's part of your soul's purpose, your life's purpose, to kind of inspire. So I feel like if you're at an older age and say you want to go back to school and you still want better for yourself, and then you do that and it really inspires other people around you, maybe people who are also around your age, to inspire to better their lives and really chase that dream, maybe the one that they thought they couldn't accomplish because of a certain age. Or maybe you had already been married before and you thought, well, I've already been there and it didn't work for me. Maybe I'll just wait around. And it's like, no, get back out there. You can get back out there at any age and find someone to love and then get married. Maybe you've just gotten married and you're older in age. It could be anything like that. It's like more of an inspiration. And I feel like you doing whatever this is, that starting over, that brand new cycle, is inspiring people. I feel like it's being rooted in their minds, that they can start over at any time. It's that I know energy. I know because I've seen it. I know because I know someone who did that. And I feel like you're being called into service in this way. But it's also just part of your journey, which I really love for you. It's like you're going about your business. You have the want to experience more and to grow more. And Spirit's saying, hey, if you do that, you can also inspire this person, that person, and that person. And then they're going to go ahead and in turn maybe inspire this one, that one, and the other one. So it's, a domino effect here. So don't be afraid to start over. At whatever age you are, I feel like you always have that opportunity to create more. Go for more if you want more. It's out there to be had. All right. We have a lot. Now, I have the dragon cards coming up after these, so I do feel like we're going to have yet another spiritual bit of energy after this one. So let's see. I don't know what's coming in here today. Spirit just called into all of this extra spiritual energy. All right, so we have memories and nostalgia. What else? I feel like that's something. Yeah, cycles and completion. I do feel like, there's a sense of sadness in this situation. I feel like you have someone thinking about you, collective, and I feel like they feel that the cycle is over. But I feel like there are so many things that they wish they could have said, or so many things they wish they would have done. And I kind of get that. I kind of feel like it's on both sides, actually. I feel like something has come to an end, a completion. But I don't know, maybe there's been time for growth in between, because we do have shadow side, moon energy, and the dark night. Yeah, ooh. Tarot burps coming up. Sour energy. So I feel like someone may be sour. Both of you could feel a bit sour about this situation. It's like it's over now, or it's been over. And maybe the both of you are seeing it with clarity. I feel like you're both maybe a bit nostalgic about each other and some of the good times. I feel like maybe both of you had acted out in shadow aspects in this connection. Yeah, we do have separation here. We do have twin flames. And we do have higher self. Okay, so what I'm getting, again, this is just as spiritual. It's just talking about physical and spiritual again. So what I'm kind of getting from this is those of you in higher divine connections, so twin flames or divine counterparts, whatever name you put on it, I feel like a lot of you are referring to the same energetic. So I speak in energy is what Spirit wants me to say. It's like I might use different terms, but it's all just kind of the same energetic under different names. It's kind of what we gave it down here, right? What Spirit's kind of saying is this was a learning thing for divine counterparts. And I feel like there's part of you that feels like it's completely over. And then there's a clear knowing part of you that knows that you're never disconnected from this person. You may go through phases where you don't feel their energy, or you don't get signs from them, or Spirit kind of allows it to go quiet. Just know that these separations are absolutely necessary for the two of you to grow. I feel like the signs and the synchronicities will come in waves. And I feel like if this is your situation, you understand what I'm saying. These signs and synchronicities will come in waves. And then it'll feel like you're disconnected. And it could be for a long period of time as well. Things could go silent for a long time, almost to where, you start to question whether or not you're still in this or if this is over. I feel like the higher self part of you knows that it's not. But the part of you down here in this physical, without the physical signs, is suffering. And I feel like it's not just you, it is also your person, right? I feel like what it's almost inspiring the two of you to do is to grow, to change, to see what happened in this situation, to get past the avoidance, because I feel like, there's a stalemate here. That energy is stale. Spirit is saying, disconnect the two from what it looks like, right? And have them go within, do the work, and then we'll start putting those things back out there again and pulling them closer together. It is for growth. And I know that's hard to hear. I know it's very stressful. I know how painful it can be. Yeah, they're waiting for you to have that epiphany. It's like, okay, every time this happens and you start to feel like nothing is moving, I can't even feel this person anymore. What Spirit wants you to do is to have that breakthrough for yourself. That's when you need to go within. You need to keep doing the work. You need to focus on self. And this person will kind of be magnetized and drawn to you and will mirror you and do the same things for themselves. You start focusing on yourself, they start focusing on themselves. Then this energy starts flowing again, and it's conducive to growth. Things might start coming back around or start moving again towards the spring, summer months. I feel like I kind of heard planting the seed and then summer, so I kind of feel like it goes from spring to summer. So you could see more movement spring to summer for these divine soul counterpart connections here. Yeah, I feel like we have the sun in reverse, but, even in the tarot, the sun in reverse is not a bad card. It's just not shining as brightly as it should, or it could. And so Spirit is saying, keep going, go within, do the work, complete this cycle, because I feel like the two of you have stepped into a cycle that has, towards the end of it with the non-movement. And it's like the only way you're going to get movement in this situation is you focus and go within. So that's what Spirit's kind of saying. It's like, this isn't over and you're sitting in this sadness and this heaviness and there's non-movement there. Because you're not focused on yourself, you're focused on your person and what they're doing and who they're with and how things might be going for them. Focus self, turn that focus inward, and I feel like you'll really start moving again. It's facing that. And I feel like maybe it's facing it and saying, getting to the point where you say, it's okay if it doesn't come back around. I know that's really hard, but getting into that energy and understanding that the relationship itself is just the bonus. That's the bonus. The growth is what this is really for. Spirit is allowing two souls to grow each other with lightning quickness, going through a physical experience. That's what this journey is about. It's not about the relationship. It is about the love, right? The two of you love each other unconditionally, so you can't say it's not about the love. It's just not about the relationship. And I feel like the sooner you realize that and you can wish this person well and focus on yourself, a lot of the times that's when these soul counterparts come into union. It's because they don't need each other. They want each other. There's a difference. You don't need someone. You need yourself. And this person needs themselves. And they need to be bring their own smile to the party. They need to be happy on their own, emotionally fulfilled on their own, maybe even physically stable on their own, right? And then things really have the opportunity to grow on a stable, sturdy foundation. It's like the two of you are coming in a state of being healed. And that's when two souls really attract each other. Do the work. You'll get there. I promise. Yes, look, reunion, soul ties. I do feel like that's what Spirit wants to do. They want to spark that renewal in the self, and then they can spark the renewal in a reunion. Okay, so it's like, even you have to be okay even if this doesn't come back in. You have to want to grow and expand even if this isn't a possibility for your future. You have to know that your happiness and your growth and your experience is what's most important to spirit, and they want you to see it that way too. That's when the relationship and the reunion becomes a gift, right? That's what they want it to be, a gift. Okay, so that's kind of how things are going here. Yeah, look, they want celebration to be had, abundance to be had. Okay, Spirit, what does that say? That says gifts. Spirit wants to hand you that gift when you're ready for that gift. And I feel like vibrationally, I feel like you understand this. You might be upset about hearing it, but I feel like that upset will turn into knowledge. And, this may be a trigger, so I should probably put trigger warning on this. I know, and I'm sorry. Big hugs to you if I'm triggering you, but I feel like you just can't have it right now. And I know sometimes it's the hardest thing to hear, but do the work. Go within. Focus on self. Create a beautiful life for you. And this person will do the same. And I feel like your paths will merge just a little down the road. Okay? So that's kind of what I have for you on that one. Wow, Spirit is really going in with like the highly, highly spiritual energies today. I was kind of wondering how that was going to go today because I hadn't really had much to go off this morning. All right, now we have dragon cards. So I think I might be able to hold these sideways. Okay. All right, Spirit, what do we have for this gorgeous collective? We have gold and silver violet flame dragon. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transformation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people who are in service to divine, who have incarnated here for a grander purpose. I do feel like there might be a lot of spiritualists who might be listening to this reading particularly. I feel like there's something in here. There could be those who are on that divine soulmate path that are listening in today. Just know that you're carrying these energies. You're transmuting energies right now with that violet flame. You might be carrying a really high level of violet flame. This has been ushering in for, I'd say, since Christmas. I know I had been ushering in this type of higher level violet flame, or I became aware of it around Christmas time. So you could also be on that same journey here. Just know that that violet flame that you're carrying mixed with that gold energy here is really helping others around you to transmute in their own lives. So that's kind of the reason you're carrying it. You're carrying a divine flame to share with others. All right, we have Archangel Gabriel's dragon. That came out funny, but we're not saying that again. Brings purification. Self-discipline will speed up ascension and bring joy. That's exactly what I keep thinking. It's like people that are watching this reading, you are actively seeking divine expansion. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that they hear you and that they see you, because I feel like a lot of you are just really actively seeking to grow, and you're being given these energies, these really huge energies. It says you can carry Gabriel's diamond energy. Wow. Okay, so that might be something new that's coming in. Mixed with the violet flame, you might have diamond energy or crystalline energy coming in. Which, is prismatic with all the rainbow colors. So when you hold all of those, again, I'm getting that, those color ray, listening to the color rays. I feel like that's going to be really beneficial for someone if you seek that out. It's going to really help your growth. Okay, and we have that rose pink dragon. It says, prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Again, we were talking about higher heart. That was something Spirit wanted me to kind of put out there today. So I am kind of getting that energy with this as well. Spirit's kind of just reiterating the messages at this point. It says, open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Again, diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Yes, the universe is not separate from you. It is part of you. Invite it in. Open that higher heart chakra. You've got the divine sitting at the helm of the vessel. And that is another way to fully connect with spirit, right? Inviting that into your being. And it's just that clear knowledge. It's like you're always that deeply connected. It's just being more open to it and allowing it in. Let's see if there's anything else. Spirit is just wowing me today with these really big spiritual messages. Okay. Golden Chrysid Dragon. It says, brings you higher love so that you can embody Christ's light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. Okay. Again, reiterating the same message that I'm channeling. Spirit just wants you to know that if you open yourself up, they're going to be ushering all of this in. It's amazing. I kind of want to say get out in nature again. Sunshine Yellow Dragon helps you to help animals. Again, I do feel like this is more like get out in nature, get some fresh air. If you can get some sunlight, try and just let some sunshine on your face if that's a possibility. If not, the fresh air, and maybe viewing nature, or even viewing it online might be like, if you watch someone who's somewhere warm and sunny and they're trekking through the forest, it might be very healing for your soul and your energy to take that in. So that might even be a way for you to kind of pull that in as well. Maybe nature shows with animals, things like that could be very healing for you or uplifting for you. You may be doing that at this time as well. Air Dragon, yeah, fresh air. Helps you rise above earthly matters. Communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope. See from a higher perspective. I do feel like this is getting fresh air, which again, Spirit's just reiterating what I'm channeling. Really gorgeous energy. It's got my hand shaking this morning. Strong, powerful messages. Do I want one more? I heard, why not? Alpha Dragon. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, and help to manifest the new world. Okay, huge energy, that action-oriented energy. Again, this kind of goes with the breakdown of the old and the begin again with the new. Again, reiterating the message. Spirit is so on deck right now. And I feel like if you're listening to this, congratulations. Like, you're really playing a very large role in Spirit's plan here to up the energy here on the earth, and you're really spreading those good vibes. And I'm so thankful for you. I think you're amazing. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for actively seeking. I feel like that's such a huge thing. Really, really beautiful energy collective. You are amazing. Pat yourself on the back today. You're doing great work. Wow, my hands will not stop shaking. Huge energy. Okay. Let's see. We have a 1, and I heard I am the one, and I feel like I've got a lot of those in this listening. I do want to actually pour. So if you don't see your initials, just know. Let me get a sip and ground myself. Hold on. Drinking water will help ground you if you're having a moment where you're kind of floating away with Spirit. Remember to drink your water. You could try and eat some raw vegetables. That may also help you kind of ground yourself, or eat some vegetables, even if they're cooked. That might help ground you. Water, a shower, a bath, dipping your feet in a river or something like that would be super healing, or the ocean if you're close. Even viewing it online might be something. Some of you could be 25, 35, 32, 23, 21, 31, 51, 41, 40s, any age. Again, I'm hearing any age. Okay. I hear Angel Uriel, so I don't know if someone is calling on Uriel or Uriel. I don't know how to say it. I guess people say it different ways. 36, I hear. Or 53 or 56, you could be. Even 83, I just heard. Amazing. 81. That could be somebody doing something for the first time, or starting again, and you could be in your 80s. Gorgeous energy. I love that. In your 60s. Is there anything else? I just heard divine inheritance. I heard no names today. I just heard divine inheritance. I feel like Spirit wants you to know, if you see your initials, yours, theirs, awesome. If you don't see it, but you felt those messages deeply, please take that. Be a leader in your own discernment. Know what's for you. I feel like you'll feel it very clearly if that's for you. I feel like you have something coming in, and I don't know if it's vibrational. At this point, it's a new vibration. Yeah, I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles in my mind, so I feel like you do have something coming in, and I feel like it. Now, I don't know if I think it could be different for everyone. Spiritual longevity is what I hear. So I feel like I hear you're in it for the long haul, and you'll be blessed for the long haul. Spirit is offering you, all of you, different. It's like everyone's got their Ace of Pentacles that they're being handed. I feel like if you're listening to this reading, I feel like Spirit is handing each and every one of you that seed to plant. And your blessings to provide longevity are going to come in all different forms and facets, but tailored to you specifically. So if you're listening to this, you have some really big, beautiful blessing coming in as a seed, something for you to plant and to nurture, and to really benefit you in your life. So that'll be coming in very, very soon, as soon as today, if you're watching this. Whenever you get to this, you could get to this years from now, and it'll still be just as true for you then. These readings are timeless. So whenever you get to it, it is for you. Okay. Wow, Spirit's just blowing me away today. It's a lot of energy. I'm going to need a nap. Okay, what do we have? All right. Look, we have that spiritual key. I'm not surprised to see that. It's got divine on the key itself. We have ancestors on deck. We have soulmate, twin flames on deck. We've got transformation. We've got soul songs. I was going to say song signs, but I ended up blurting out soul songs, so that's just reiterating the message. We have something that looks like luck, but is actually for growth. It's not really. I mean, luck is a thing, yes, but I feel like divine ushers in that luck. I feel like there's nurturing here. So much growth to be had. And I hear to the moon. I hear shoot for the stars and you'll land among them. Really beautiful energy, collective. You're amazing. I'm just so blown away. I'm blown away by every single one of you. This energy is huge. All right, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, friends.